Hey Jammers, Nightbeam here. The Summer Carnival has been here for a few weeks, and I have decided to rank all the games that you can play there. I'll talk a little about each game, and after I go through all the games, I'll give my ranking for each one using the letter grades, with F being the worst and S being the best. First up is Whack-A-Phantom. In Whack-A-Phantom, you have to hit the normal phantoms and the gold phantoms, but avoid the red phantoms. Simple. When you hit the gold phantoms, you get a point multiplier for the rest of the game, but if you hit a red phantom, you lose the multiplier. A good strategy for Whack-A-Phantom is hitting the gold phantoms quickly, because they leave sooner than the normal phantoms do. You can also try to memorize the patterns that the phantoms can appear in. A benefit of this strategy is that the red phantoms and gold phantoms always appear in the same exact spot in a pattern that has them. A good way to get more points is having the gold phantoms appear early, because then you have more time to use the point multiplier to your advantage. The problem with this is that the patterns are selected randomly, so to get as many tickets as possible, you need to just get lucky and get patterns with gold phantoms early in the round, and also make sure not to hit any red phantoms, as they'll make you lose your multiplier. But even with this strategy, the amount of points you get just kind of seems random at times. Sometimes I think I did really well, but then I only end up getting 20,000 points, which seems kind of high, but not compared to my high score of 71,000. Whack-A-Phantom is a pretty easy game with a pretty decent ticket reward as long as you get lucky with the gold phantoms. For example, my first time playing, I got like less than 100 tickets, and I just thought it was a bad game for getting tickets, but it's actually pretty good. And I'd also say that it scores an 8 out of 10 on the fun scale. But despite scoring an 8, I still feel the game is a bit too short, only being 45 seconds long. I would honestly prefer it if the game was just a minute long, and it seems kind of weird that they didn't just do that in the first place. Next game is the Cotton Candy Machine. I know you wouldn't really call this a game, but technically it is one, so I decided to put it on this list anyway. In the Cotton Candy Machine, you choose a cone and up to 3 colors, and make cotton candy. Once you choose a color, you just move your cone around in the cotton candy, and then it gets on your cone. Fun fact, moving the cone around in a square shape doesn't actually get all the cotton candy on the cone. The Cotton Candy Machine is so easy that it doesn't deserve to have a proper difficulty ranking. The only way you can lose is by making bad-looking cotton candy, which, in my opinion, is just impossible. There is a way, however, to make cooler looking cotton candy, and that is by making one of the secret cotton candy designs, some of which have been a thing since Animal Jam Classic, like the Phantom design. My sister, Crunchy Bunch, actually made a video about all these secret designs, which you can find right now in the top right corner, and it'll also be linked at the end screen of this video. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get all the cotton candy on the cone, which you can actually see sometimes in my sister's video. The Cotton Candy Machine doesn't give you tickets as a reward, but rather, the cotton candy that you made floats near your animal until you get off of Animal Jam. Here is how to make a custom Nightbeam cotton candy. You use the spiral cone, then purple, and 1 orange on top of that, and that's it. I'd say the Cotton Candy Machine scores a 5.5 out of 10 on the fun scale. You aren't doing much, but it's not really boring, because it only takes like 20 to 30 seconds to do, and then you get a little fun cotton candy. You want to know what's less of a game than the Cotton Candy Machine? The bounce house in the corner. It has 2 floors, they're bouncy, has stairs that aren't bouncy, a slide that also isn't bouncy, makes an annoying noise whenever anyone bounces on it, you move really slow when you're bouncing on it, it's overall boring, so it scores a 3.5 out of 10 on the fun scale for those reasons, and it's honestly just kind of taking up space that could be used for fun games. Jokes aside, the real next game is Carnival Darts. In Carnival Darts, you throw darts at the balloons to earn points, and also throw darts at the phantoms that come towards you. There are gold phantoms in the back that give more points, and you get a bunch of points from spelling out Phantom, which the letters are on some of the balloons. Whenever a phantom gets to you, it eats one of your darts. I usually end up using more than 1 dart to hit each phantom though, so a good strategy is to just let the phantom eat the 1 dart, so then you can use that other dart you would have used trying to hit it to try and get gold phantoms or the balloons with the letters of Phantom on them. The strategy, of course, does mean that you don't get points from Phantoms, because you're not hitting any of them, but it's still probably better than wasting 2 or more darts trying to hit a single Phantom. I'd say Carnival Darts has a difficulty rating of, like, medium hard. That's because you have to aim your shots well, and also keep track of how many darts you have left, which is hard sometimes if you're focusing on hitting Phantoms. You get a pretty good amount of tickets, even if you don't spell Phantom. Carnival Darts gets a fun rating of 8.5 out of 10. It didn't score 9 because it goes on for a bit too long and just becomes a little boring, which results in me never playing more than one round in a row. The final game is Phantom Ball. In Phantom Ball, you need to roll balls and land them in the point rings to score as many points as you can. Some rings will glow, and then they'll give you a point multiplier for the rest of the game. A good strategy is to aim for the middle area and try to get a bunch of point multipliers. Then, once you have like 5 or 6 times multiplier, just aim for the 250 point ring in the middle. Phantom Ball gets a medium difficulty rating. It's easy to pick up and doesn't require too much effort to play. It also gives you a decent number of tickets without much effort. Phantom Ball scores an 8 out of 10 on the fun scale. The length of the game is perfect, and I like that it doesn't need your constant attention. Now for the final results. Whack-A-Phantom gets A tier. It's easy, gives a good amount of tickets, and is overall a pretty fun game. The Cotton Candy Machine scores a C tier. It's easy, but you don't play it to have fun, you play it to get a little floating cotton candy, so it's average. The Bounce House is in D tier. The noise is annoying, it's boring, and just kind of a waste of space. Carnival Darts is an A tier. It gives a lot of tickets, it's pretty fun, but it lasts just a little too long. And last but not least, Phantom Ball. It scores a B. It's decently fun, and gives a decent amount of tickets, but it's nothing special. Of course, remember, this is just my opinion, and if you have a different opinion, feel free to put it in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you have any feedback or ideas, tell me in the comments. I'd love to read them. Hopefully, that will motivate me to make videos on a regular basis. And my sister's cotton candy video is right here if you want to watch it.